One shall stand, one shall fall.
In this desert, in darkness, lying with a gun across his chest, pretending he's heartless. As the fire flashes in the sky, he was fragile and frozen when the bullet took away his friend. But now he's somehow more broken. He's pulling his weapon to his side, loading it full of his goodbyes, holding an enemy across the line. He's pulling his weapon to his side, loading it full of his goodbyes, holding an enemy across the line. Sweating and shaking, lying with her hands across her chest, she wakes with her cravings as the fire flashes in her eye. She was fragile and frozen when the needle took away her friend, but now she's somehow more broken. She's pulling her weapon to her side, loading it full of her goodbyes, holding an enemy across the line. She's pulling her weapon to her side, loading it full of her goodbyes, holding an enemy across the line. With every battle he's choosing, with every fight he's losing, his enemy's not far behind. With every promise she's broken, with every lie she's spoken, her enemy's not far behind. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. He's pulling his weapon to his side, loading it full of his goodbyes, holding an enemy across the line. She's pulling her weapon to her side, loading it full of her goodbyes, holding an enemy across the line. With every battle he's choosing, with every fight he's losing, his enemy's not far behind. With every promise she's broken, with every lie she's spoken, her enemy's not far behind.
The heroic Autobots have successfully launched their transport into space as they flee their home planet of Cybertron. Unfortunately, Megatron and the Decepticons pursue them into space aboard their powerful warship Nemesis. The Decepticons quickly overtake the less powerful ship, and in a titanic class of ship-to-ship combat, they come alongside and aboard the Autobot Ark. Within the Ark, players take control of their first character, Bumblebee. The trusted scout moves through the ship, and players learn the basic of movements and combat as Bumblebee stands with his brother Autobots in a desperate defense. The ship bridge is overtaken, and the battle turns even more chaotic. Optimus Prime's back is turned as Megatron raises his devastating weapon to fire. Bumblebee leaps in the path of the shot and is flung to the ground, the light fading from his eyes. Is he dead? The answer is unclear as the game fades back into the bulk of the story, a flashback to the final days of conflict on the surface of the planet. Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Soulmonger, and I'd like to welcome you to some Transformers War for Cybertron, and I am going to be talking about Transformers Fall of Cybertron. I want to get your guys' take on the storyline that was a little bit out of the Game Informer that I just read to you. So the campaign is a single-player campaign. It takes place over the final days of Cybertron. You'll be playing as Autobots, Decepticons, and Dinobots, so that will be pretty awesome. I'm very excited for this campaign. I know they scrapped the co-op, but this campaign is sounding to be pretty awesome. and it's going to be an awesome single player experience, so I'm very excited for that. And I'm not going to give away any more spoilers. I just kind of read that in the beginning. I don't want it to give away anything for anyone that might not want to hear them, so I'm going to more or less give you guys my opinion on what I think this campaign is going to be made of. And I know High Moon Studios is really working hard on this campaign, and they really want it to be the best Transformers experience ever, and from what I'm hearing, it's going to be just spectacular. So they added in some much needed variety in this new campaign versus the old one where it was fighting the same kind of guys over and over and they wouldn't do anything else to kind of impede your progress. In this game, it depends on how you fight them. They'll react differently, so it's always dynamically changing it, and I'm very stoked for that, because then you can go back and play this campaign through a couple different times and get different experiences throughout. And some characters that you will be playing with are Optimus. He is going to be one of the more strong guys. He's a leader, and I'm guessing you're going to have more gun-on-gun action, and he will also have the ability to call in artillery strikes, so that'll be kind of like an airstrike, so that'll be a cool feature. Each character you play with has some pretty cool features I'm hearing about, and I'm very excited to try them all out. Another character will be Cliff Jumper. He is a stealth character. He's more or less a true scout like we know from War for Cybertron. He will be making his way silently throughout Decepticon land and trying to complete his mission that way. And then you also will play as Jazz, who is also a scout in my mind, but he seems more like a ninja slash like Batman kind of scout. And he has a sniper rifle, so he has some long range ability, and he will be able to get to high positions with his grappling hook. So that should be a very cool thing to do with Jazz. And one of the Decepticons that you will be playing with is Vortex. He is a helicopter, and you will kind of get the flying position from him and really probably admire Cybertron and all the destruction that is going on with him from above, so that'll add a much needed variety with some helicopter gameplay involved. And he will also be able to form up with his brothers and form Bruticus, so that'll be a very sweet scene. I cannot wait for a scene such as that. And last but not least, you will be able to play as Grimlock. Grimlock, as you guys know, is my favorite Transformer, and he will be holding a shield and sword, and as you destroy Decepticons that are in your path, he'll build up rage and eventually turn into a devastating T-Rex. So I'm very excited for this game. Let me know if you guys heard anything more. I pretty much read the Game Informer article over. I think that is all the characters they have announced so far that you can play as, but I could totally be wrong, so let me know if you guys have heard, if you're playing as any other characters as well. And I kind of want to get your guys' take on this story, the direction that they're going in. It's not that you're playing as an Autobot or Decepticon the whole time. You're playing the story of Cybertron and the fall of it. So it's kind of a weird, different aspect of the game now that you're playing the story through and you're kind of just going as a flow. So there's really no main character. And I personally am okay with this. I think a great story makes for a great game. I'm all about an awesome adventure, and I think this is kind of the adventure that we've all been waiting for. We want to know what happened to Cybertron. We want to see the battle. We want to live through the battle. And I cannot wait to play this battle and bring it to you guys. It's going to be just epic. So let me know your thoughts on the story of what we know so far. Please don't leave too many spoilers for people that do not want to hear them in the comments. But I would just love to hear and share my opinion with you guys kind of back and forth about the story and the campaign. Now, the one thing is there is no co-op. I really enjoyed the co-op in the last one, but I think as long as they're dedicated to making an excellent single-player campaign, they're going to come out with something that is just going to blow us out of the water. And I feel like the multiplayer experience in this game with all the customization and everything I'm kind of hearing about multiplayer, you haven't heard too much, but it sounds just really good with the multiplayer, so that'll be a great experience for everyone with their friends. So you'll have kind of your own experience with the campaign, and then you'll dive into the multiplayer. It'll be kind of like a dessert after dinner. So it'll be just epic. I cannot wait for this. I am so excited. Let me know your guys' thoughts, like I said, on this story. And don't forget to rate the video and subscribe for more Transformers. Have a good day, guys.
Big Bang, yeah. And my man Boys know is in the house. Party people, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's move. Here we go. Get low. Yeah, now we gon' reach for the sky. Yup, party like
その街中きらめく街灯1 and 2馴染んだ夜空感じて all alone with you 誰かで俺も顔色なんてかがう必要な東京ネオ線より光る君 I don't want never want you to leave まばゆいよ the flashing night 全てが行列だ興奮だらけの混乱二人で一緒にいようか騒ぐ準備 with all night 止めることはできない Everybody move 気分は徐々に上空へ fly 音に乗りな、yeah. 感じる vibe 響かせろ Don't stop this feeling You gotta carry my day I got the call 音に乗りな、感じる vibe 響かせろ Don't stop this feeling You gotta carry my day I got the call
この番組はタカラトミーとご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
For the announcement trailer, we really wanted fans and non-fans alike to look at Transformers like they'd never seen it before. You know, if you were familiar with the property, if you've seen the movies, or if you haven't, or if you grew up with it as a kid, we wanted to do something that made you look twice.
This is the end of days. It is a bad time on Cybertron. The Decepticons have won. The Autobots are holed up in a tiny little area. They have very few resources, and some of their most powerful characters are wounded, broken, or dying. I get it. They're robots, right? It's a little hard to understand, at least on the surface, like why they could feel and why I should care about them feeling. But that was really important, central to what we were trying to do with this trailer, is to make you feel what they were going through.
I think my favorite moment in the trailer is where you really see Optimus and Bumblebee looking at each other, and Optimus seeing that I have a fallen brother here, and he just see that he has this more resolve that we are going to fight and we're going to continue, and the Autobots are going to survive.
One of my favorite pieces that happens in the trailer is when you see 5 characters, the Combaticons, combine into this Colossus, Bruticus, and start getting ready to stomp around the battlefield.
It was a huge honor for us to work and partner with Digital Domain on this trailer.
High Moon came to us with a really great concept, and we got to expand on that, which was awesome. The direction and tone of the piece, for me, came from older movies, older sci-fi movies, where you've got robots being backlit by fire. It's a very iconic look, and you've got these red eyes just glowing through the atmosphere. And that for us was a key image.
You know, it sounds hard to believe, but picking the music for a trailer like this is it's the hardest thing.
In picking the song Humbling River, we found an amazing piece of music that was moving and yet epic. It's like nothing you've ever heard of before in a Transformers trailer.
I love that the trailer ends with my favorite character, Grimlock. Big, huge, powerful T-Rex. I mean, what a great fit. If you're worried that we've shown you everything in the movies, that you've already seen everything that this game has to offer, you are sorely mistaken. We have just scratched the surface on all the cool stuff that we're going to be talking about for this game. There is so much in this game, so many awesome Transformers. It's going to blow you away.